Hi guys, Jason Smith here. Welcome to the AskGolfNut channel. Why are we spending so much on drivers? Now, when you're looking at drivers, can cost commonly around about £500 or more, and you can actually spend £500 or more on an upchargeable shaft, which is crazy, but you can. And so what I've got in my hands here, and also I've got the draw version of this one down by the side of me, is £299 currently. Obviously that moves up and down depending on obviously release points, but it's under £300. Is it only 2/3 of the performance though when you're looking at forgiveness and you're looking at how far it goes, etc.? Well, when it comes to forgiveness, we'll look at that at the back end of the video. I'll whack this all over the face and see how well it works. I'm at Oakdale Golf Club hole 5. It's a little bit more fun because we have an undulating fairway and also we have rough and trees and stuff like that. Remember, target is not necessarily fairway. It's great if we're in the fairway, but if you look at from a handicap golfer's point of view, being in the rough or being in the fairway is only about 0.1 of a shot. The main thing is no recovery shot. This has still got technology in it. We've still got mainframe XL faces and rebound frames and stuff like that. I'll stick up on the screen there for you all to see if you want to. So it has got tech. We are not talking about the fact that it's only £299 and there's got nothing in it. It still has tech. It's built to try and be more forgiving. It's built to try and be as fast off the face as possible as well, but we are talking about a slightly more sensible price point. Should more drivers be put around this price? I personally think they should. This is a titanium driver. It is no carbon. There's no carbon in this whatsoever, no different to the XL2 draw, which I have down the side of me. They are slightly different shapes. This one down by the golf ball is a fairly classic shape of driver. It is quite stretched back. It is a decent size. These are 460cc heads, both of these, and the XL2 is as well. So they're not small, but they're not designed to be small. They're designed for the handicap golfer that wants a bit of confidence down by the golf ball. It is nice and big. Let's go give this one a hit. Let's go see how well it performs and sounds, because it is titanium. Little bit fadey, not bad whatsoever. That's going to be down the right hand side of the fairway, but it will be fairway nonetheless. Tee's right at the screen. Is it going to hit 300 yards? Just. So as you can see, slightly low on the face, 9mm low, 9mm toe. Wasn't an ideal hit, and face was fractionally open. There you go. That's where you got the little bit of a fade. Now, you can absolutely tell that this is definitely a titanium driver. It is noisy if you compare it directly to other manufacturers that have gone pure carbon now. You've had some really loud golf clubs in the past, those sumo square drivers and stuff, they were ridiculously loud. So this is just, it's not ear-poppingly loud, but it's fairly loud. Does it work? 279 yards carry. I think that's a definite yes, it works. 109 mile an hour swing speed and 158 mile an hour ball. That's not an ideal strike as well. Obviously it's 9mm toe, 9mm low, not middle. Spinning up at 2.2, that's not bad either. Launching at 13.6, you can't complain. And at 17.6 yards offline, we are hitting fairway and everyone is a winner. Under £300. There you go. Right, let's go give it another hit. Let's see if I can do another job of getting close to the fairway if I can. I think that's going to be middle stripe. You'll take that all day long. Path and face weren't brilliant, but then I am sort of fairway mode, a little bit cutty. So path, you can see they're 3.2 across and face was open by 1.5. Again, if I was doing this with the XL2, the draw driver, yes, that might be an interesting one. But that cut basically into the fairway, we are talking about 3mm toe, 4mm low, so good strike. Launching at 13 degrees and spinning up at 2.5, that's because of my delivery dynamics, increasing spin, because I had an open face to path. Where's the tee? 1.46 efficiency. That is really, really good. 160 ball from 109 mile an hour swing speed at 276 yards of carry. Who would complain? Now, is it going to be less forgiving? I don't know. We'll hit it all over the face and see how well this thing really works. We are talking about it's under £300. So where does all that money go? Does it go in different shafts, possibly, when it comes to custom fit options? Maybe. A couple more of these and we'll flick over to the XL2 and see what the differences are between that one and the draw bias version. Again, that's hugging left-hand side. That might run out of fairway. That's a decent hit, but it's just going to be, yeah, we're just outside into the But 281 yards carry, 300 yards give or take in total. Decent strike, 9mm toe, 1mm low, and it basically just went exactly where I said to go. It went left because my swing path was nearly 3 degrees across. My face was effectively 0 to it, so I basically just hit a dead straight shot left. But feeling, again, the more I use this, I think I could actually get used to the noise. It is distinctly louder than what I'm being used to, especially in modern day terms when you're talking about carbon drivers being much more muted than these ones. But right, one last one. Let's see if I can, there's 2 in the fairway, 1 just snuck off the fairway. One more one, and then we'll go to the draw driver. I may cut that one a fraction too much. That might be 50-50. But we are talking about 1 across, 1.2 across, and 1.7 open, so it is fading because of my delivery dynamics. That is not the golf club's fault. It's absolutely me. It's only just off in the right-hand side of the rough. And again, we are talking about, there is no trees in the way or anything else like that, so it is a good and decent shot. So, feeling-wise, loud, but it doesn't in any way inhibit performance. It's coming off the face nice and quick. It's doing very, very well for under 300 pounds. Let's go have a look at the forgiveness on this one. We'll just go look at the XL2 draw first, and then we'll go hit this and that all over the face and see how well they do. So I have the XL2 draw in my hands. I know it's draw because it says it on the heel. From the sole, you wouldn't really know that much difference. What you do though, is when you put this down by the golf ball, yeah, this thing's looking left. As in, you compare the standard normal to the XL2 draw and wow, this wants to look left. On the standard one, you can see the face returns as normal. There's a certain amount of curvature to this one. It basically looks straight left. So there's going to be a certain amount of help going that way. Now, if you're someone who doesn't like the face looking left and you like the face looking straight, you'll just adjust that. And so there's going to be a certain amount of people that will be helped by the face looking a fraction closed. Other people will just adjust it so it'll make no difference. What will make a difference though to everybody is that center of gravity. With that draw, the weight of this one is going to be a little bit more heel biased. And so hitting one out the middle, the geometric middle, is actually going to be more toey. And so we're going to get a little bit more draw bias from the strike. So if you hit it out the heel, you'll get a proper good cut with one of them. When it comes to hitting one out the heel, you won't get so much of a cut because the center of gravity is there. That's science lesson over and done with. Apologies if these do go left. These are not for me, but again, we'll get an idea what the difference is between these two. And I will compare them directly in a robot fashion off of camera to see what the differences are. Poor strike on that one. However, definitely going left. Path slightly across, again, I've been doing that for the last, but the face is now 1 open, 11mm high, 13mm toe. Now, that would normally draw, or try to draw anyway because of the strike. However, my face is 1 degree open, and that has gone 37 or so yards left. That's a fair way left. Now, I suppose if more I use this, I could adjust to it. This whole discussion of draw-based drivers, should you have them or should you not? Should you work on your swing or should you not? And stuff like this. I'm someone who believes that you should work on your swing primarily, and draw-based drivers have certain issues. The fact that they are less forgiving because the center of gravity is closer to the face, because obviously we want to move it towards the heel, and because there's curvature to the face or to the body. By moving the weight in the heel rather right at the back, you make that weight closer to the face and you make it less forgiving. That's physics, you can't get around that. And so I'm always down the route of, let's work on your swing, give you the max driver or whatever the standard driver would be, and then work on your swing. But there are people that like these type of heads, and Cleveland make it, so that's the reason why. There you go, I'm trying to adjust a little bit now to try and make it target. Again, this golf club wants to turn it, the face wants to release, so I'm having to try and leave it open a fraction. Club path 1.2 across, face is 0.8 open, still a face which is open, but and then we've got 1mm low, 4mm toe, so it's a decent hit. Can't complain whatsoever. That's gone 281, also carry. One heck of a decent hit. I can't complain, but I'm having to manufacture a little bit in delivery, because if not, everything will want to turn off to the left-hand side. When I do the normal testing off of camera, I will let the golf club do what it wants to do, and then we'll just see how much draw bias this one is over the standard. So if anyone knows, if they've got a 20 yard or so slice or heavy fade, we'll go into the draw bias one, counter that, we'll see. We'll do some forgiveness testing as well for a bit of fun. Yeah, it still wants to work that way. It definitely still wants to work that way. Oh, we're cart pathing it now, are we? Definitely wants to go left. Face is still 1 degree open. That should fade. 5mm toe, 2mm high was not a ball strike whatsoever. But as you can see, that's still wanting to turn. That is finished 29 yards or so left. Missing fairway into the trees, cart path. I mean, it's doing well. 281 or so yards carry and 300 total. Well, more in this one because obviously hit the cart path, but it works really well. It works really well wanting to go that way. But again, that's what this golf club is designed to do. If you leave your face open to a path because your swing dynamics come across like this, it will help take that curvature away. I'd much rather work on someone's swing, but I mean, that's the reason why they make these golf clubs. Right, one more, and then we're going to go hit it a load of times, see how well they work and comparing to each other, and also forgiveness testing, whack it all over the face, and see how well they work. Last one. Again, that was a poor hit. That was a really poor hit. However, that will show you exactly why people have one of these. Club path there, you can see there, 2.5 across. My face was 3 open. 3, like 3 degrees open, that is a lot. Strike was 16mm toe, 6mm high, 22mm gross off of middle. I think you'd agree nowhere near close to middle. However, that's 3.6 yards offline. Hitting target, doing exactly what you want it to do with a really bad swing. It wasn't good whatsoever. Face was open, path was across, poor strike, doesn't matter. It has hit your intended target. Let's go turn this off. Let's go get the boring range on. Let's whack it a load of times. I'm obviously all over the face here, how forgiving it is. But let's go also hit these side by side under normal conditions, see if we can get delivery as close to as possible and see how much more draw bias the XL2 draw is over the standard XL2. Let's go have a look at how the XL2 and XL2 draw got on. I want to hit it all around the face to see how the forgiveness works. And also, we have captured some information here when it comes to the comparison directly between the two drivers and see how much more the draw biased version is draw-wise than the standard normal XL2 neutral. So, information you can see on the screen here, we've got the red and the yellow, red being the XL2 and the yellow being the XL2 draw. Ball data to start with and then club head data after the bottom. We've got 158.6 ball speed for the XL2 and 156.8 for the XL2 draw. There's a slight reduction, 1.8 miles an hour, that's all. But there's a slight reduction in the XL2 draw. We'll get to the reasons why, but it's effectively because I'm hitting them in the middle of the face. And of course, the center of gravity for the XL2 draw is not in the middle. It's slightly heel biased being the draw version. Launching 12.6, 12.9, no difference whatsoever. There's a spin difference though of a couple of hundred RPM. And that is because I'm not hitting the XL2 in line with center of gravity. An XL2 draw with its heel biased center of gravity, the actual middle effectively for that is slightly heel biased. I'm hitting them out the middle, and of course that is away from the center of gravity, and of course you get a slight reduction in efficiency and also spin. 274, 275 is because the XL2 draw is being hit with a slightly lower spin profile. Because of that more technically toey strike, that I'm getting a fraction more. It's 1 yard, and again, that's either good or bad depending on obviously what your delivery dynamics are. The big one though, offline, 3.6 to the right, against 15 yards to the left. So within reason, we are talking about the XL2 draw is 20 yards or so more draw biased than the standard XL2 in its neutral idea. Clubhead speeds 109.1 to 109.3, so I actually swung the XL2 draw a fraction faster, but it's 0.2 of a mile an hour. Wouldn't worry about it whatsoever. Efficiency is 1.45, 1.44, very small amounts. Again, there is a slight reduction of efficiency on the XL2 draw because I'm not hitting or striking the golf ball in line with effective middle. I'm trying to do a geometric middle, like I'm trying to keep everything like for like to see, and everyone tries to hit the golf ball out the middle if they can. Tack angle's very close, club path's within a degree or so, but more importantly, it's the face to path. What's the difference between how much face to path deviation you have, and it's like 0.1 of a degree, nothing. There is loft difference, dynamic loft difference of 0.7 of a degree. There's a slight difference, but it's not. And if you would say that if you were to match that, yes, the launch angle would come down and it would match basically what the XL2 is, but it would also reduce the spin even more. So there is 250 RPM or so difference. There could be 300 if you were to match the loft exactly. But 3mm toe, 4mm low, 3mm toe, 1mm low within 3mm is exactly the same. Okay, so let's go see how well these two golf clubs work when you hit them out the middle and then you don't quite hit the middle of these golf clubs, because remember, these are £299. These are not expensive drivers. You can spend £500 or more when it comes to the flagship manufacturers on their flagship designs, and it'd be interesting to see if something 2/3 of the cost performs 2/3 of the performance, although it doesn't. Let's have a look at the XL2. We've got a maxed out one here, 0mm high, 0mm hill, very out the middle. Face is even open fractionally by 1.3 degrees, but we are 1.46. Very, very good. I wouldn't expect anything more than 1.46. Again, there's only been one driver this year that I've seen 1.47s and 1.48s out of the middle. Again, this is a standard normal out of every premium manufacturer. 1.46 on a camera-based system, not a radar-based system, is in and around maximum anyway. Doing very, very well. I've got the draw one here. We have a 0mm high, 1mm hill, basically exactly the same. Face open by 1.1 and 1.44 efficiency. So we're seeing the difference now when it comes to the XL2 draw, because you hit them out the middle. You hit them out the middle on an XL2 draw, which is technically toey away from the effective middle, and so you get a drop back of efficiency. But what you do see is a reduction of spin. You can see there out the middle, 1881, so 1900 RPM of spin, and of course 285 yards. I'm actually getting one of my longest carries from the draw bias driver because of the fact that I am hitting it effectively toey, which has the effect of gearing the spin off. Miss hit time, let's go see how well it works from Weird and Wonderful spots. And 20mm hill, 11mm high, I think everyone would agree, is fairly heely and fairly bad. It's 31mm gross off the middle, 1.36 efficiency. Yes, that has dropped by a sizable sum, but I think everyone would agree that's a sizable miss. And so it's done very, very well. I wouldn't expect any driver to do any better from that Weird and Wonderful spot. If you push it a little bit more, 26mm hill, over an inch away from the middle. That really felt like I hit it off the shaft. It faces open by 3 degrees as well, and it's 1.35. I'm not surprised whatsoever. That was horrific. Golfers do hit from here. They do. And so it's interesting to see how a golf club works, but effectively, yeah, guys, if you're hitting shots 26mm hill as a regular, I would say absolutely get some lessons, because golf clubs just don't work from this far away from the middle. Let's go normal, just low, 10mm low, 3mm hill, a standard thin. It's not necessarily massively bad, it's not topped or anything else like that, but how does it work out of normal low shots? We're talking a face which is 1 degree open, that is it, 1.45. This is for the standard XL2. 1.45 is only 0.01 away from perfect, and it's 10mm low. It's working really, really good. I'm impressed with the XL2, considering it's £299. We go 12mm low, 14mm toe. I think everyone would agree that's getting now very low and very toe. As a combination, 1 degree open again, 1.45. It's just as good as any other premium manufacturer's drivers, and it is just cheaper. It's a no-brainer so far. Let's go 12mm toe, 0mm low, so a standard normal, very slightly toey hit, 1.8 open face, 1.44. Again, if you were to close the face down a little bit, again, that would be 1.45. Hardly anything. I mean, that's 1.44, 0.02, and it's just really good. And your last one here, 18mm toe, 0mm low, 2.4 degrees open, 2.4 degrees open, and it's 1.44 again. So this is 3/4 of an inch off of the middle, a 2.4 degree open face, and this is 1.44. It's really very, very good. So to conclude on the XL2 and the XL2 drawer, looks wise, yeah, okay, it's going to be horses for courses on this one. Some people like the look, some people won't. I actually quite like the look of them. Again, the sound is very titanium sounding, tingy, which gives it a bit more of a crisp feel. But again, feel and sound are very, very interchangeable. When it comes to performance, you cannot deny that these drivers, at the cost that they are, perform just as well as anything else on the market. They really honestly do. These are really impressive drivers considering its price point, and that price point is going to be one of the best things about this driver, because you can have so many golfers that are looking for performance but haven't got the money to spend on a £500 driver. And so for that, these are winning all day long. My conclusion would be on that one, overall, one of the best drivers on the market, especially if you add in the price as well. Would I have one? I'd definitely have one if they put the carbon idea in there, because I've kind of over the time got used to a carbon feel, sound, but then if they did do so, then the price would go up and it kind of defeats the whole object of this driver in itself. But yeah, a win definitely for Cleveland in the XL2. So hope you liked the video. If you did, go on, big thumbs up. YouTube liked it, so do I. Down there is a subscribe button. It's free. It's great for the channel. If you could subscribe, so thank you. And next one is a bell icon. That's a notification bell. If you click that one, that will notify you next time I upload another video. So hope you're well. We'll see you again soon.